Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. This is my first time to do what I'm going to do today. I joined a Facebook group called Snap, Scrap, and Repeat, and she just kind of started doing these challenges and invited some of us to join those challenges, and I thought, why not? And I am going to do just a quick layout today to meet for the first challenge. I think the second one's already up, but this was a group started by, I think her name is Jen Bear. She's out of the United Kingdom, which I love doing things internationally like that. One of the people that I communicate with, some through Ginger's Corner, another Facebook group that I do, is Mel Waltkin, I think is how she says her name, and she's out of Australia, and I love to watch her videos, and she's just, I feel like she's a friend. And Shannon Keith is another one that is part of our Ginger Corner group. I think she's also doing this. So anyway, I just decided I would try it. So today, the challenge is to use pale yellow, which I have several things of pale yellow, a heart. What did I do with my here are my embellishments. We have to use pale yellow, a heart. So I have from a swap that I do, I have a heart, and I'll tell you more about it in a minute. Pattern paper, which I have. Mixed media, which I am not the queen of mixed media, but I am going to use some. And then a black background. And I gutted my black background and just put some computer paper in there so I'd have something to stick to. So anyway, we're going to get started, and I want to do some mixed media first. Like I said, I am not mixed media queen, but this is something I've been wanting to do. I have had this stuff in my stash forever, and I don't think I've ever used it. I don't even know what it is. But I know what I'm going to do with it today. I have all different colors, and they're like gold dust, pixie dust. And so I am going to take them out. This paper is a little bit textured, and I am going to just work it in to the texture of this paper. And once you work it down in that texture, it doesn't come out, but it just makes it absolutely glisten. And so I'm going to do that to this black background, and it's still a black background. It just has this gold pixie dust on it. And I'm going to incorporate Tinkerbell, that embellishment that I'm going to use has Tinkerbell. And so I thought this would be kind of neat. I assume this qualifies as mixed media. It's mixed media to me, so. And like I said, once you get this almost massaged in, it doesn't come off. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go across the top and the bottom. Actually, while I'm doing this, if you haven't watched my channel before, I always do a twist. I am a Christian first and a crafter second. And so, well, really, there are other things before crafting, my family and all kinds of things like that. But I always share a little something on my channel. And so today I'm going to share this scripture, and it is Hebrews 10, 24, and 25. And it says, "Let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are a habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Encourage each other." I don't know about you, but I need encouragement. I get discouraged. I get down and out sometimes. I'm not bad about things like that, but I just need encouragement occasionally. And when someone encourages me, that's why I love Ginger's Corner, and I feel like I will love this group because we encourage each other and we lift each other up, and we're free to say, I need your prayers. I need advice. I need help. We're free to do that in those groups. And as Christians, the times are getting harder for us to really live those true Christian lives. Times are just getting hard to do good all the time and in this society. And so we need to lift each other up. We need to be encouragers, not discouragers, but encouragers. Okay, I think I have everything just about covered. And then I'm going to just rub over it with this little dried out baby wipe just to, and I know that on video you can't see this, but it just glimmers and I love it. I like the look of it. I'll hold it up, but I know you can't see it, but it just looks like it has pixie dust on it. I've really been trying to concentrate on using scraps. I'm trying to concentrate on using embellishment. I'm a part of the embellishment swap. I'm trying to use embellishments. Now this, I want to run along this side, and I'm going to build over here to do pictures. These 3 little pages, which all go together, were in one of those little calendars, you know, that you flip each day, and they had the day, like Thursday, November 17th, you know, at the top. And I just kept them and cut them down. They're not thick paper, but they were some really pretty pages. And so I wanted to keep them, and so I did. I'm going to just see what I can build up here. And I don't know if I want that up there or down. And then this was just a little pale yellow scrap that I found. Let's just stick it under here too. And then these, I'm just gonna, I think, put over here, because that's where I'm gonna actually put my pictures. So, do I want to? I don't think I want to cover all of that up. It is going to be covered up because I'm going to have a picture up there. So it's going to be mostly covered anyway. I think I can live with, because I'm going to put my pictures across there. Let's see if they cover it, or if I need to scoot that together. All right, let's put this down and then go from there. Let's get this down. I was telling them on my last video, I have set some goals for this year, and I want to do 100 layouts this year, and then 100 embellishments, and at least 50 videos. Hopefully it will be more than that, but at least 50 videos. And I'm behind on my layouts already. I'm ahead on my embellishments, but I'm behind on my layouts. I really think about the only place that I can use this, that it'll be seen, and I wanted to tie it in just because it's such a good little pale yellow scrap, would be right in here. So I think we'll just do that. Okay. So we've got that. And I thought this was appropriate. I'm scrapbooking my daughter's 41st birthday. So I thought, yeah, that's appropriate. Little, like, champagne glasses, maybe. Let's see if we do that, if that gives us, I could tuck this. I don't know, I've got a picture of her cake, and I never cut pictures out like that, but I thought, you know, I may just go ahead and use that picture of her cake and just tuck it under here. And then I'm going to put an embellishment on it. So I want to keep a little bit of this pattern paper out there. This is her brother. This is just a night of the week, and nobody's dressed up. It's not a formal party. His youngest son, his birthday's the 12th of November, and hers is the 10th of November. So we always just get together and have supper and have cake. And I think he's kind of enjoying her turning 40 because he's a year older than she is. He's 13 months older than she is. So I think he was kind of just enjoying her turning 40 or 41. She had turned 40 the year before. Okay, let's get those down like that. And let's get this second piece on there. Okay, there we go. Now let's see where we think we want these. I don't think I could get it down below those drinks. I think would work. Then if I decide to stick this in here, it'll cover where that little paper ran out. And then just kind of let it overlap the top of those pictures. Okay, now I've got some little embellishments. I didn't have a ton of embellishments. Had a few flowers in the pale yellows that I thought I might use. I cut these flourishes out. There's a gold, a real pale yellow, and then I painted these in the gold because I'm going to use this in just a little while. And then I found in my embellishments, I found this little, the Tinkerbell where she's sitting on the bench and the heart. And one of the requirements of the layout was a heart. So I kind of thought I would maybe incorporate that little heart up there. Maybe put one of those flourishes up there. You really don't, the main thing, you can see the cake here, but I wanted to really see kind of some detail, but didn't care that you just really had the whole cake on there. And then I'm going to put, these are, let me see who made these. Suzanne Mack made these two little things, and I got them in a swap, and they were the perfect color because this pale yellow and gold on here. And so I wanted to use them. And then I found this gold that really matched the gold. And you can't tell, but there's a little pale polka dot. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it has a little pale yellow polka dot. And then my title is going to be, Then Came 41. My kids are just getting old, which is making me old. I keep trying to tell them that they're making their mother old. They just keep getting older anyway. And then I've got the 41, and I was going to try to put it over here like maybe, and let the drinks kind of be in. That was kind of my thought. So that's sort of what I'm looking at. I will put a couple of those things up on foam tape. Yes, I think it needs the darker gold up there. And then I just thought I would tuck some of these and maybe tuck some, put some on top, just around this edge. And then I'm going to do some, I'm not going to splatter, but I'm just going to do some control dots, I think. But I thought these really matched the flourishes in that pattern paper. So that's why I thought I would use these. You get one of these pale ones up here in between these. And I don't want them all going the same direction either. So just kind of playing with these. I may have stuck that down a little too much. Let's see, where is my little paddle that here, I can do it with this. Lift this up just a little. Stick that under there. I put tape kind of close. Oh, I like it overlap though, I think. I may like it like that. I'll have to glue it to hold it that way, but I think I like that. And we need one more down here. What would the gold look like down there? Really think I would like that lighter yellow better. Yes. And then maybe one of those up there. That's kind of messy looking, but I think I kind of like it. Get some foam tape out and do this first. I don't know about y'all, but we've been having really cold weather for us. We live in the North Texas area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it has been really cold here. I like it. I mean, we were having, like, you know, this is kind of gross, but I mean, we had flies like on Christmas Day. And so it's like, you know, let's have some cold weather and kill the flies and the mosquitoes and that kind of stuff, get the weeds dead. I mean, my yard just had weeds everywhere. And I was really ready to get some cold weather and get rid of insects and things like that. Okay, let's get this down. Because this does have a little bit of texture, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on this also, just to hold it down for sure. I just want a little frame of it out there. Okay. And let's get this one down. Just so we can see those pretty roses on top of that. Let it overlap a little. I want to cover that corner up there. Okay. Now we can do something with our little Tinkerbell. Get her up there. Yeah, I am just, this year my goal, I did get some new paper pads for Christmas. I put them on my Christmas wish list. And I put several on there and got all I asked, all of them, instead of just them choosing from some. But so I got some paper pads. But my goal this year is to just use what I have. I've got a stash. People give me things when they stop scrapbooking and things like that. I've just got to use my stash. I've kind of peeled it down some. I gave some things away. Kind of peeled it down a little, but I've got to use what I have. That's just all there is to it. It's these times I'm on a limited income. I'm retired widow, and so I have just got to use what I have and make it do. And it was pretty when I got it, and it'll work. It will just work. And I am not going to feel guilty for not buying collections or, you know, having the newest thing. I will save, and my sister-in-law and I will go to scrapbook convention, and that's where I really kind of spend most of my year's budget for scrapbooking and have a blast. And I buy anything I want pretty much there. So that's kind of my big splurge for the year, and that will be in June. I'm so excited. She's coming in February just for us to scrap, to have she comes and spends the week, and we scrap at night, and then on the weekend she works from home, and I do a little work too. Not near as much as she does, but I do work some also. So we're gonna do a little work from home, and play in the process, and it's a lot of fun. And then she comes back in April because her husband and our cousin go to the car show out at Texas Motor Speedway, and so she comes and stays with me while they go do that, and we get to scrap that long weekend. And then she comes down here for scrapbook convention and usually spends the week. And then I usually go up there once. So she's my scrapping buddy and make sure I met all of the requirements of the challenge, which I think I have. Let me get them out here. I've used pale yellow. I have a heart. I have patterned paper. I have mixed media, and I'm going to have more. And I have a black background. So I think I've met all the requirements of the challenge. It's just a matter of getting them all on here. Okay, and I think I want this gold one over here. Then it will be down to the title and some flowers. If I can get my editing program to work properly, I'll try to edit out some of this. And I'm not going to just be real particular about how straight these letters are, okay? And then my 6 grandsons, which keep me hopping. I actually have one here with me today. He's in there eating supper, and then he'll come back in here as soon as I finish the video. He's my youngest, and he is his gummies boy, I'm telling you. And I'm still not, as you can tell from my voice, still not over all of this croupy stuff. Still, I'm not coughing hardly at all anymore, but I'm just hoarse. I get hoarse very easily. Still. All right, I think that's all of this. And then let's see if we want to sprinkle some of these little flowers. I don't really think there's a place for these big ones, so I'm gonna kind of say no on those. This one to me has a little too much green in it instead of just the pale yellow. Now this one I like. I have several of them. That could be scattered around. I'll cut those little tails. I think this one would be cute because it's got a little shiny, almost glittery, and looks like she's blowing her pixie dust there. I thought I'd put one of those little glittery ones on the glasses, or at least on one. Maybe put another one of those right down there. I was trying to get one on each one of these flourishes. So I think that is going to be about it. These little flowers are not the greatest, but they've been in my stash forever, so good to get them out. I've been cleaning out my die cuts and organizing them. I organized some shelves, and that made me feel better about things, just getting some of that stuff done. And just kind of a work in progress for sure because it takes so long, but it pays off. I'd gotten to the point to where I didn't even know what die cuts I had. I didn't know for sure where they were. You know, were they in with this? Were they with that? And so I just spread them all out on a table and categorized them and bought these folders that I cut down to use as dividers. I'm going to stand this up and see if I got everything glued down. Yep, everything's glued down. Okay, I think that's probably all I'm going to do with that. And then this is going to be my my last ditch effort at mixed media. Like I said, I just don't do mixed media. I just splattered that. But I'm going to just, this has gotten too thick to actually spatter. So I'm just going to dip it and do some controlled dots on this. And it's really, this doesn't look as pretty, but it is pretty when it's dry. It's got a really nice gold shimmer to it. One of these days I'll get some Heidi Swapp Color Shine or something, but not today. Okay, I think that's it. I will like it when it dries and this is all pretty and shiny, and I wish you could see the glimmer on this black paper because it just has that almost pixie dust look. So let me kind of see. I don't think I can get you much closer and still keep it in view, but let's see if I can give you some close-ups and maybe just move it around some. And oops, that brought way too much glare on there. But give you some looks. I love the little embellishments that Suzanne Mack made. And there are flourishes. There's our other little embellishment. Our control splatters. And there we go. I appreciate you stopping by and just watching my layout, visiting my channel. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. If you are subscribed and enjoyed this video, I'd love a thumbs up to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed day and be a blessing to somebody else.